This Christmas, prepare yourself for a thrilling adventure with ghosts, spirits, and more ghosts as Brightlight Theatre bring you A Christmas Carol, virtually. But first, let's check in with our actors.
Hello? Oh, hello? Can you hear me?
Ah, yes, yep, loud and clear, Margaret.
Hello, Norman, how are you doing?
Ah, yeah, well, you know, same old.
Yes. No, Gerry?
No, well, he nipped off to the loo, said he'd be back in a few minutes. Mind you, that was about half an hour ago, so heaven knows what's happened there. Maybe he's had to self-isolate in the bathroom.
Oh, Norman, don't joke about things like that.
Who's joking? I mean, I had to share a pantomime horse with him last Christmas.
Oh, which end?
The wrong one.
Oh, dear. Oh.
So, I mean, how's all this working then, Margaret? I mean, do you have the faintest idea? Because I don't.
Well, apparently, we do our bits for camera, and then Gerry slices everything together. And, that's how it goes. Did you get your box of props and costumes?
Oh, yeah. Yes, it came yesterday. The Amazon man threw it at the front door and was back in his van before I had a chance to get out of my chair.
Oh, that's happened to me. Mind you, if anything good's going to come out of all this, we won't have all those little slips of paper, the parcel delivery notes saying, "Sorry, I missed you." But anyway,
Well, always looking on the bright side, eh, Margaret?
well, yeah, I've got to. Oh, it's Gerry.
Hello. Hi, Margaret. Did you get the latest copy of the script?
Oh, yes. Well, I did get the version you sent me yesterday. Is that the one?
Oh, is that the one in the morning or the afternoon?
Afternoon, I think.
The third or the fourth one?
Oh, well,
It should be called Christmas Carol Final, Zoom Edits, Final, version 5, updated, Final.
yes, that's the one.
Yeah, that should be the final version.
Should be. I thought we were recording it today.
It's not been easy, Norman. The original script was written for a proper performance, not a virtual one. I've had to make some tweaks so that it works. There's the Fezziwig warehouse scene for one. That was a challenge, but I think I've managed to write around it. Very subtle, but I think the audience will get it. Oh, did you get your props, Norman?
Yep. Most of them still in one piece.
What?
Never mind.
Okay, I just need to make sure that it's recording okay.
You're not recording now, are you?
Yes, yeah, just to check sound levels and so on.
Oh.
Well, make sure you cut this bit out before you upload it.
Norman, I'm not going to upload this and include it in the finished version, am I? I mean, really, what sort of idiot do you think I am?
Do you want me to answer that?
Okay, the others should be here soon. Should we get started?
Marley was dead, to begin with. As dead as a doornail. I don't actually know what is particularly dead about a doornail. I probably consider coffin nails to be the deadest piece of ironmongery in the trade, but nonetheless you will permit me to repeat emphatically that Marley was as dead as a doornail. This must be distinctly understood, or nothing wonderful can come of the story I am going to relate. Ebenezer Scrooge, Marley's surviving business partner, was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, a squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous old sinner, hard and sharp as flint, secret and self-contained, and solitary as an oyster. The cold within him froze his old features, nipped his pointed nose, shriveled his cheeks, stiffened his gait, made his eyes red, his thin lips blue, and spoke out in his grating voice. A frostiness was on his eyebrows and his wiry chin. He carried his own low temperature always about with him. He iced his office in the summer and didn't thaw it 1 degree at Christmas. In summary, he wasn't a very nice man. Scrooge was a moneylender, a business he set up with Jacob Marley, allowing you to consolidate all your debts into one easy monthly payment. Indeed, the firm was still called Marley and Scrooge even 7 years after Marley's death. It had cost too much to buy a new website. Our story begins, of all the good days in the year, on Christmas Eve, would you believe it? With the whole firm now working from home, Scrooge is holding his daily team catch-up over Zoom, eager to process the eviction notices for the next day.
Okay, so make sure you submit your end-of-year performance reviews to me before the end of the day, or otherwise you will all be getting below expectations. Now, Bob, have you sent the eviction emails for tomorrow?
But tomorrow is Christmas Day, sir.
Well, I suppose we better include the Christmas tree emoji in the subject line.
Oh, we've modernised the story.
What?
Yes, sir.
Right. Anything else?
I was talking to some of the other clerks, Mr. Scrooge, and we were wondering, as we're all working from home now, if the firm might pay for some desk chairs. Some of us are working from dining room chairs, and our backs are starting to suffer.
You were wondering, were you? Wondering? Well, I was wondering also. Wondering if the clerks would suddenly fancy being unemployed.
Actually, it's surprisingly comfortable.
I've never liked desk chairs.
It was mainly him.
Yes, it was him.
Oh, bother, look, my nephew is trying to FaceTime me. Look, so I'm going to have to go.
A Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Poppycock.
Oh, Christmas a poppycock, Uncle. You don't mean that, I am sure.
I do. Merry Christmas. What right have you to be merry? What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
What right have you to be miserable? You're rich enough.
Humbug.
Oh, no thanks, I don't like mince.
I despair that I live in such a world of fools as this Merry Christmas. What's Christmas time to you but a time for paying bills without money, a time for finding yourself a year older and not an hour richer? If I could work my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled of his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart.
Uncle!
Look, you keep Christmas in your own way, and let me keep it in mine.
Keep it? You don't keep it.
But let me leave it alone then. Much good it may do you, much good it has ever done you.
Oh, come on. And I've always thought of Christmas time when it has come around as good time. A kind, forgiving, charitable time. The only time I know of, in the long calendar of the year, when men and women seem to open their hearts and to think of other people as human beings. And therefore, Uncle, though it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe it has done me good, and will do me good. And I say God bless it.
You are such an idiot, nephew. I want you to run for Parliament. You'll fit right in making speeches like that one.
Don't be angry, Uncle. Hey, why don't you join us for dinner tomorrow and celebrate Christmas with the family? With me and Clara.
Clara? Ha! Why did you two get married?
Because we fell in love.
Because you fell in love? Good afternoon.
I want nothing from you. I ask nothing from you. Oh, can't we be friends, Uncle?
Good afternoon.
Well, I tried. In honour to Christmas. And I'll keep my Christmas humour to the last. Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Good afternoon.
And a Happy New Year.
Good afternoon.
Excuse me, Mr. Scrooge. It's 8:30. I think I'll log off now.
Very well. I'll see you at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
But it's Christmas Day tomorrow, sir.
So everyone keeps telling me. 9 o'clock then.
If you please, Mr. Scrooge, an hour hardly seems customary for Christmas Day.
You'll want the whole day tomorrow, I suppose.
If quite convenient, sir.
Fine. But be here all the earlier the next morning.
I thank you, sir. I will, sir. Merry Christmas, sir.
Every year. Bah, humbug. Who's calling at this time of night? What do you want?
Oh! Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
Excuse. Now, you'll be wanting something for that little performance, will you? Well, I tell you what, because I'm feeling generous. Yes, I'll give you to the count of 5 before I release my very hungry attack dog.
What?
Now get off of my doorstep. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4. Humbug! Now that was fun.
Having spent much of this scene establishing himself as a nasty character, Scrooge worked late into the evening and ate alone at his desk. He was just thinking of shutting down his computer when something curious occurred. Now, it is a fact that there was nothing at all particular about the computer Scrooge used, except that it was old. It is also a fact that Scrooge had used it all day, every day, for 7 or more years. Let it also be known that Scrooge had not bestowed one thought on Jacob Marley, his 7 years dead partner, for many months. And then let anyone explain to me, if they can, how it happened that Scrooge, looking up at his screen and seeing himself in his webcam, saw in his face, not his face, but Marley's.
Good heavens.
Marley's face, illuminated by a dismal light. It was not angry or ferocious, but stared at Scrooge with eyes wide open, perfectly motionless. That was the most frightening thing about it. But as Scrooge looked fixedly at this phenomenon, it was himself again.
Humbug.
No thanks, I don't like mints. Now to say that he was not rattled would be untrue, but he consoled himself with the thought that he had been working too hard. He decided to shut down his computer, and it was here that the strange happenings of this night truly began.
Come on. Again? Cool, what's going on? Why? Oh, why can't I shut down? What do you want with me? What do you want with me? I think you're on mute. Mute.
Is that better? Can you hear me, Norman?
Scrooge. And yes.
Great. Oh, right. Yeah. Can we go from what do you want with me?
Yep. What do you want with me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley. You don't believe in me?
I don't.
You can see me? Why do you doubt your senses?
Because the smallest thing may affect them. That slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheats. Why, you may be an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of an underdone potato. Well, there's more of the gravy of you than of the grave, whatever you are.
Do not doubt me, Scrooge. Do you believe in me or not?
I do. You're covered in chains. Why? Why is that?
I wear the chains I forged in life. I made them link by link and yard by yard through my greed and sin. Your chains were as heavy and as long as this 7 Christmas Eves ago. Oh, I dread to think how they've grown since.
Oh, Jacob Marley, tell me no more. Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
I have none to give. Now hear me. My time is nearly up.
Your spirit is leaving this earth?
No, I'm nearly out of data and the Wi-Fi signal is quite patchy. It is Virgin Media.
Oh, the afterlife is indeed cruel.
Now look, what I have to say to you next is of the utmost importance. Pay attention. It is the single most crucial message you will hear.
You're breaking up. You break.
Sorry. Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Yes, yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry, it's just the kids are watching Netflix in HD. Finley, can you? Yeah, I'm trying to record the thing. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Where were we?
Utmost importance.
Oh, yeah, right. What I have to say to you next is of the utmost importance. Pay attention. It is the single most crucial message that...
Oh, for the love of...
Sorry. It's just Pauline doing her virtual Bikram yoga class, and Fred is playing Fortnite. Hey guys, anybody want to read a book? No? Oh well. Yeah. Utmost importance?
Yep.
Right. What I have to say to you next is yada 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 yada. Crucial message. Look, I am here to warn you of the future you are creating with the path you are on. But have hope. There is good news, Ebenezer, good news. I have come to tell you that you have yet a chance of escaping my fate. A chance of redeeming yourself. A chance of my procuring, Ebenezer.
Oh, Jacob, you always were a good friend to me, Jacob. Thank you. Thank you.
I have arranged for you to be haunted by 3 spirits.
Right. Haunted, you say. It's just... Well, I was expecting something a little bit more... A little less... I mean, you did say good news, and I'm not sure that sits in the good news bucket.
Expect the first when the bell tolls 1.
Right. Not negotiable, then. Couldn't I have them all at once and get it over and done with, Jacob?
Expect the second when the bell tolls 2.
I understand. And the third to be at 3.
Expect the third when the bell tolls 4. Just kidding. It is 3, really. And for your own sake, remember what has passed between us.
Bad humbug.
No thanks. I really don't like mints.
Scrooge spent the evening searching the internet to see what illness may have led to hallucinations, having convinced himself that that was the truth behind Marley's visit. Shortly after midnight, he fell asleep at his desk. He did not hear the bells of the church, conveniently located just across the road, as they struck the 4 quarters. But as the bell struck 1, he sat bolt upright and waited.
Nothing. That was a hallucination after all. Haunting indeed. Humbug. Are you the spirit whose pretentious coming was prophetically foretold unto me?
Pardon?
Are you the first ghost?
I am.
What are you?
What am I? What? Well, that's a bit rude. What are you? Very rude question.
Sorry. Who are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
And what business brings you here?
Your welfare.
Well, I mean, probably a good night's sleep and no haunting would be more suitable in that case.
Oh, good. We've got a moaner. Well, then, I'm here for your reclamation. Come with me.
Come with you?
Yes,
How exactly?
there. We've travelled to the past.
Have we? How do you know?
Because you're in black and white now.
Gracious, you're right. Well, can't do that in a live performance, can you?
Look. No, look at the screen. I'm going... Oh, just look.
It's my old school. Where is everyone?
Most are outside playing, yet the school is not quite deserted. One boy alone and ignored by his classmates is still there.
Who is it, Spirit? Who is that? Spirit, who is it?
Oh, catch up.
Oh, good heavens, it's me,
Oh, there we go.
Ebenezer.
These are but shadows of the things that have been. They have no consciousness of us. Plus, I've put us on mute.
Ebenezer!
My sister Fan. Why are they all on Zoom if it's in the past?
I've come to bring you home for Christmas, dear brother. And Mother is quite well again, and Father says you're to come home and you never need to return here again. But first, we're to be together all the Christmas long and have the merriest time in the world.
Home? But there is work to do. I must study if I want an apprenticeship.
Oh, surely you can rest over the festive season.
And miss the opportunity of getting ahead of others? Certainly not. We call that short-term thinking.
Oh, Ebenezer, I'll be waiting outside if you change your mind.
A delicate young girl, but she had a huge heart.
She did.
She died very young, though had, I think, children.
One child.
Yes, that's right. Your nephew, Fred.
Poor boy. I wish. But it's too late now.
What is the matter?
Nothing. I was rather rude to my nephew earlier, that's all, and Spirit, you're right. I've seen the error of my ways. Take me back at once and I'll make everything right.
Really?
No, of course not. We're hoping this lot will pay for this. We've got to drag it out by at least another half an hour.
Well then, let us see another Christmas.
Although they had but that moment left the school behind them, they were now in a huge warehouse, as you can clearly see.
Wow, look at this huge warehouse.
Yes, do you know this huge warehouse which we're currently standing in?
Know it? Why, I was apprenticed here. This is Fezziwig's. Why, it's old Fezziwig himself. Bless his heart, it's Fezziwig alive again.
This warehouse is so huge, I'll need to video call everyone I want to speak to. How convenient for this adaptation.
Very subtle.
Ebenezer?
Fezziwig, do you have any idea how much this party is costing?
Oh, calm, Ebenezer. Don't concern yourself with money at a time like this. It's Christmas Eve. Time to celebrate. No more work tonight, eh? Now, there's someone I want you to meet.
Oh, really, Fezziwig? Not your matchmaking again? You know I don't have time for any of that.
Nonsense. It'll be the making of you, boy. You need someone to share your life with. Isn't that right, Mrs. Fezziwig? Mrs. Fezziwig? Hold on. Oh, that's me as well. Yeah. Isn't that right, Mrs. Fezziwig? Quite right, Mr. Fezziwig. Quite right. What you need is a distraction. It's not good for a boy old age to be stuck there, heading all those books, doing maths all the time. Well said, Mrs. Fezziwig. Live a little. That's what I always say. I remember when we first met, don't you, dear? Of course I remember. It was last week. Last week? Ah, yes, it has. It has been something of a whirlwind romance, hasn't it, my dear? Yes, it has. You said you wanted to show me your huge warehouse, and I misheard you. Oh, how we laughed like drains, and we've been inseparable ever since. Anyway, that's enough of that nonsense. Now, as I was saying, there's someone I'd like you to meet.
You must be Ebenezer. Oh, Fezziwig has told me so much about you.
Why, that's Belle. I haven't seen her for...
What is the matter?
Nothing in particular.
My time grows short. One final Christmas, I think.
Is this one from my past as well?
Yes, I'm the ghost of Christmas past. It's kind of my thing.
Well, right, yes, but in my defence, it's rather a lot to take in.
So you want to wait another year before we are married, Ebenezer? I see I've been replacing your affections by another love.
Come on, Belle. Another love? What love?
You're made of gold.
But that's how the world works. You like being poor, do you? Why would you want to condemn the pursuit of wealth, or those who pursue it?
You have changed, Ebenezer.
Changed? I have grown much wiser. But I have not changed towards you.
Our love was made when we were both poor and content to be so. When we fell in love, you were another man.
I was a boy.
I release you, Ebenezer. Release you from our love.
I have not asked for this.
In words? No, never.
In what way, then?
In a changed nature and an altered spirit. In everything that made my love of any worth or value in your sight. Tell me, if what we had never been, would you seek me out and love me now?
You don't think I would?
I would gladly think otherwise if I could. But how can I think that you would choose me, a penniless girl, you who weigh everything by profit? I release you, with a heart full of love for the man you used to be.
But the...
May you be happy in the life you have chosen.
Can I have one last kiss before you go?
A kiss? Oh, yeah, right, Goodbye, Ebenezer.
Spirit, show me no more, take me home. Why do you delight in torturing me?
I told you these were shadows of the things that have been. They are what they are. Do not blame me.
I cannot bear it. Leave me and take me back. Haunt me no longer.
Scrooge was conscious of being exhausted and overcome by an irresistible drowsiness, and further, of being in his own house. He had barely time to notice the ghost vanish before he sank into a heavy sleep. But even whilst Scrooge slept, the clock ticked on, hastening the arrival of the second spirit.
Scrooge! Come closer and know me better, man. I am the ghost of Christmas present. You've never seen the like of me before?
Never.
Have you never walked forth with any of my brothers?
I don't think I have. No. Have you had many brothers, Spirit?
More than 2,000. Oh, I love Christmas, don't you?
Not especially. Nah, I don't see what there is to love about it.
Well, I can see I'm going to have my work cut out for me tonight. Let's start with one of these.
A cracker?
Exactly. Well, what says Christmas more than a cracker? Full of promise and optimism, surprises and gifts, laughter and merriment. Pull this one with me. You won! Well done, lucky goose. What did you win?
A bottle opener.
Well, that's handy.
Is it? I have one already, like everyone else. I mean, who is relying on a Christmas cracker to provide kitchen utensils? Or tiny packs of cards, or a miniature comb?
Well, I think it's handy. Now, read the joke.
Humbug.
Oh, no thank you. I don't like mince.
How do you know if Santa's been in your shed?
I don't know.
You have 3 extra hose.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, come on, Grumpy. Let's go and see how people celebrate Christmas.
I take it these people are of some significance.
This is the home of your clerk, Bob Cratchit. Watch.
Wherever has your father got to? And your brother, Tiny Tim?
They'll be here soon.
Well, when they arrive, will you both come downstairs from your bedroom and we can enjoy Christmas together, in person? I only ever see you both on these screens.
Whatever.
Merry Christmas, Emily. Mwah.
Now, hang on. They're in the same room.
No, it's okay. They're in a bubble. It's the only reason they got cast.
Kids, are you coming down?
Later.
Where's Tim?
He's just taking off his coat and shoes.
How was he this morning?
As good as gold and better. He says the funniest things sometimes. He told me coming home that he hoped the people saw him in church because he was a cripple. Can I say cripple? Oh. And it might be pleasant to them to remember upon Christmas Day who made lame beggars walk and blind men see. You know, he's growing stronger and more hearty every day.
The Cratchits enjoyed a modest Christmas dinner. Such a bustle ensued that you might have thought a goose the rarest birds of all, a feathered phenomenon. The gravy was made hissing hot, the potatoes mashed with incredible vigour, the applesauce sweetened, and Bob took Tiny Tim beside himself at the table. After dinner, the family collapsed on the sofa to watch the Queen's speech.
You know, the best present I could get today would be for you all coming downstairs and us sitting together as a family. Do you think we could do that?
No!
You know, I'm stuffed. I've never seen such a goose. In fact, I don't believe there ever was such a goose cooked. I'm steeped in sage and onion to the eyebrows. Well done, Emily. This is the greatest success achieved by you since our marriage.
That's incredibly condescending.
Well, a Merry Christmas to us all, dear. God bless us all.
God bless us, everyone.
Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant chair in the corner and a crutch without an owner. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
No, oh no, kind spirit. Say he will be spared.
If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die. But what then? If he is to die, he had better do it and decrease the surplus population.
You use my own words against me.
Yes, and maybe you will hold your tongue in future.
Yes, very clever.
Right, everyone. Emily, my love, have you seen the bottle opener?
Oh, no idea. It could be in the dishwasher, but that's on a 4-hour cycle right now.
Oh.
What? Oh, right. Here.
Thank you.
See? Handy!
And now, my family, I propose a toast. I give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
Founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon. I hope he'd have a good appetite for it.
My dear, the children. Christmas Day.
Would it have to be Christmas Day to drink to the health of such an odious and hard, unfeeling and stingy man as Mr. Scrooge? You know he is Robert Cratchit. Nobody knows it better than you do, poor fellow.
My dear, Christmas Day.
I'll drink to his health for your sake and the day's sake, not for his. Long life to him, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt.
To Mr. Scrooge. Oh, look, the sound of music. Perfect.
Ooh. Now, I love Christmas, but even I can't watch that again. Let's go.
And with that, Scrooge found himself in the middle of his nephew Fred's virtual party.
What shall we play then?
Monopoly?
No, thank you. We've only just finished the game we started last Christmas.
Risk. Oh no, I can't think that hard after such a big dinner.
Oh, Trivial Pursuit.
Ooh, not after last time. Remember the fight? Fred had to spend the night in A&E getting the wedges removed.
Oh, Clara, don't remind me. I still flinch every time I see cheese.
Oh, I've got an idea. Penny got me this new game called Pandemic. Sounds great fun. You basically play as this team of specialist researchers fighting to stop the spread of 4 terrifying diseases as they make their way across the world. And actually, that sounds like a stupid idea.
What about animal, vegetable, mineral?
Good idea. Right, my turn. Come on, ask me.
Is it vegetable?
No.
Mineral.
No.
Animal then.
Well, what else?
What else indeed?
Is it a live animal?
Absolutely.
Ah, a friendly animal.
Not especially.
A disagreeable animal then?
Oh, yes.
An unwanted creature.
Very much so.
Does it growl and grunt?
Definitely.
Does it live in the countryside?
No.
In London?
Yes.
Does it walk the streets?
It certainly does.
Is it a leech?
No.
A mouse?
No.
A cockroach.
A cockroach.
I said it first.
No.
A rat?
Well, yes and no.
Oh, I know what it is, Fred. I know what it is.
What is it?
A disagreeable animal that lives in London, but not a rat, a leech, or a cockroach.
Then what?
Then what?
Yes, what?
It's your Uncle Scrooge!
Yeah. Well done, Clara. I do feel sorry for him. He takes it into his head to dislike us and won't come to dine with us. And what's the consequence? He loses out on a good dinner?
Indeed, I think he loses out on a most excellent dinner.
Well, I'm very glad to hear it. But he also loses out on these most pleasant moments. You know, I will give him the same chance every year, whether he likes it or not. He may hate Christmas till the day he dies, but surely he'll think better of it if he finds me there year after year saying, "Merry Christmas, Uncle Scrooge!"
Oh, Fred, you're too forgiving.
Oh, well, The thing is, he's given us plenty of merriment over the years, and it would be ungrateful for us not to drink to him. Uncle Scrooge!
Uncle Scrooge!
Uncle
Scrooge.
Scrooge!
I see.
I am done. My life upon this earth is very brief. It ends now.
Am I in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come? You are about to show me shadows of the things that have not yet happened, but will happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? I fear you more than any spectre I have seen. But as I know your purpose is to do me good, as I hope to live to be another man from what I was, I am prepared to bear you company and do it with a thankful heart. Will you not speak to me? Very well. Show me what you must.
No, I don't know much about it either. I only know he's dead.
When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
I thought he'd never die. What got him in the end?
God knows.
More to the point, what's he done with all his money?
Oh, I haven't heard. Left it to his company, probably. He hasn't left it to me, that's all I know.
It'll be a very cheap funeral. I don't know anybody who'll go to it. Suppose we could pop along.
Well, if lunch is going to be provided.
Well, it's true. He's definitely dead.
You went then?
I did, and I'm glad I did. I paid my respects. I've no doubt about that.
And was it worth it?
Well, it did me some good. I certainly feel like I benefited from it.
Oh, no, this is better. Some compassion for this man.
Benefited, you say? Spiritually?
Well, you could say that. I've got some spirits anyway. To the old man!
Yeah. Is that single malt?
Of course not. He wouldn't spend his money on something like that.
Still, you could have saved me some.
Yeah, there was only a few mouthfuls left. And I think he watered it down.
Yeah, even so.
Well, you know, even with all that money, he still wouldn't spend it on one of life's little pleasures. Right, well, I got what I could. Check it out. I'll put it all on eBay and make myself a pretty penny. And why not? We all have to take care of ourselves. He always did. And it's not like he's going to miss them. Being dead does that.
Yeah, very true.
And if he wanted to keep him after he was dead, then why wasn't he a bit nicer in his lifetime? If he had been, he'd have had someone to look after him in the end instead of lying there gasping out his last breath all by himself. Yeah. What do you think this is worth?
What's this? Curtains? You took 'em down? Rings and all? With him lying there?
Yes, I did, and why not? Here. And look at this duvet. Look at that.
His duvet?
Well, what else do you think? Isn't likely to be caught without it, I dare say. 13.5 tog. Stuck down, if I'm not mistaken. Smells a bit. Nah, nothing that a drop of Feb breeze wouldn't take it out.
Yeah, I hope he didn't die of anything catchy, no?
Here. This was in his wardrobe. Look. Whoa, what do you think?
Brightlight? Who are they?
I'll never sell. I'll chuck it. Here, but tell you what, take a look at this shirt. You won't find an hole in it. They'd have wasted it if it hadn't been for me.
How do you mean wasted?
Well, putting it on him to be buried in? God, someone was fool enough to do it. But I took it off again.
Spirit, I see. The case of this unhappy man might be my own if I don't change direction, but surely someone feels some emotion from this man's death. Show me that, Spirit.
Is it good news or bad news?
Well, depends on how you look at it. Bad, I suppose.
We ruined? He's going to evict us?
Not quite.
What do you mean? Has he changed his mind?
Well, it's a little late for changing minds. He's dead!
Dead! Thank the Lord! Oh, you know what I mean.
Oh, I know what you mean. And by the time his firm appoints someone new, we'll be ready with the money. Oh, and it'd be impossible to find someone as heartless as he was.
Is the only emotion that you can show me happiness? Let me see some tenderness or sorrow.
The ghost took Scrooge to the Cratchits, but it was different from before. Quiet. Very quiet.
Oh, Robert, how was your walk?
I wish you'd have come. It would have done you good to see how green a place it is. But you'll see it often. I promised him that I would walk there on a Sunday. But guess who I saw today? Fred Hollowell, Mr. Scrooge's nephew. I met him on the street, and he said he was heartily sorry for our loss. Heartily sorry. And he said to let him know if there's anything he could do.
Oh, he's a good soul.
Spirit, tell me, the man these people were speaking about, the one who died, tell me who he was.
You're watching BTC News. Our top story this evening. London's last remaining Victorian moneylender Ebenezer Scrooge has died. No official cause of death has yet been shared, but a statement released earlier today by the Metropolitan Police suggests that he appears to have stopped breathing. No one else is wanted in connection with the incident, and police are treating Scrooge's death as cause for celebration. Tributes have arrived in their ones, with one Twitter user commenting, quote, "It's such a shame that he died. I always enjoyed watching him on Only Fools and Horses," unquote, before following it up with, quote, "Oh, hang on, I might be thinking of the wrong person," unquote. Scrooge himself found notoriety the year he hosted The Apprentice when Lord Sugar was unexpectedly unavailable, and subsequently fired every single candidate, as well as Karen, Claude, the receptionist who says Lord Sugar will see you now, 4 cameramen, and that nice lady from your work canteen in the one and only episode of that series. Scrooge is survived by no wife or children. That's Ebenezer Scrooge, who died earlier today. In related news, a spate of thefts of soft furnishings from the homes of the recently deceased continues. We cross over now to our specialist correspondent Jamie Lakritz for more on this developing story.
No, Spirit. Oh, no. No. Am I the man that no one mourned? Spirit, hear me. I'm not the man I was. I'm changed. Why show me this if I'm past all hope? I can still change these shadows you've shown me. I will honour Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year, I'll be a better man. I will give Bob Cratchit the sack of money that I've been keeping under my desk. I will remember the lessons of the past. I will live in the present. I will live towards the future. The spirits of all three will live within me.
And with that, Scrooge fell into the darkness.
I'm here. I'm not dead. I'm here. I don't know what to do. I'm as light as a feather. I'm as happy as an angel. I'm as merry as a schoolboy. I'm as giddy as a drunken man. A Merry Christmas to everybody and a Happy New Year to all the world. I don't even know what day of the month it is. I don't know how long I've been with the spirits. You boy, Siri, what day is this?
Why, today is Christmas Day.
It's Christmas Day. I haven't missed it. The spirits have done it all in one night. But of course they did. I mean, they could do anything they like. Siri, do you know the butcher's in the next street, on the corner?
Playing songs by Madonna.
You useless thing. Excuse me, you there? Do you know the butcher's in the next street?
Yes? What of it?
But do you know whether they've sold the prize turkey that was hanging up there? I mean, not the little prize turkey, the big one.
What, the one as big as a small child?
What? No, that would be ridiculous. No, the one as big as a large turkey.
Oh, yes. I know the one, and somehow I know it's still there.
Go buy it.
Go and buy it?
Well, deliver it to Bob Cratchit's house.
Oh, sure, why not? It's not like I was going anywhere or doing anything.
Great, thanks. He won't know who sent it. That's twice the size of Tiny Tim. Fred, my dear nephew Fred, Merry Christmas.
Uncle Scrooge, is that you? Well, Merry Christmas to you.
I think I might have been a tad rude to you yesterday. Well, if your invitation to dinner still stands, I should very much like to accept.
The thing is, when you declined, I invited some other people and, well, the thing is, there'd be more than 6 of us now, so...
Right, yes, no, not a problem, of course. It's my fault, really.
I'm kidding with you, Uncle Scrooge. Of course, we would be so delighted to have you. What wonderful news.
Well, yes, wonderful indeed. I mean, I've had the most wonderful night, and today is the most wonderful of all. Now I must just call my clerk, and then I'll join you for dinner. Bob Cratchit.
Mr. Scrooge, Merry Christmas, sir. Humbug?
No, thank you, I do not like mince. Bob Cratchit, why are you not in the office today?
It's Christmas Day, sir. You gave me the day off yesterday?
Does that sound like something I would do?
Well, no, sir.
I tell you what, Cratchit, I am not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer. Therefore, I intend to Raise your salary!
But Mr. Scrooge, I really don't think that's... Raise my salary.
Merry Christmas, Bob. A merrier Christmas, Bob, my good fellow, than I have given you for many a year. Oh, I'll raise your salary, do whatever I can to assist you and your family.
And the other clerks?
But, pardon?
Well, the others, you'll be able to help them too?
Well, I mean, I hadn't really... Well, I mean, you know, the ghosts only showed me you and your family. I mean, that was a bit remiss of them, really, when you think about it. It's almost like they selected the one person who works for me with the most heart-wrenching story in order to emotionally blackmail me into changing who I am.
Sorry, you've been watching me.
No, we'll discuss your affairs this very afternoon. Merry Christmas, Bob.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all, and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a boss, and as good a man as the good city knew. He had no further business with spirits, and it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well. And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us, everyone.
Well, that all seemed to go very well.
Hi there, I'm Jamie Lacritz, the Artistic Director of Brightlight Theatre. Now, for obvious reasons, we've not been able to get onto our usual stage this Christmas, which is why we've been so excited to bring you our virtual production. It's the first time we've done something like this, and so we've had to pick up a lot of new skills and new technology in a short space of time to make it work. But I think the effort's really paid off. So we hope you've enjoyed the show, and we also hope it's brought a little bit of festive spirit into your homes this Christmas. If you did enjoy the show, please consider donating whatever you can afford to support our future efforts. We're a registered charity and we support arts in the local community. You can donate by going to the link that's on screen now, or you can go to www.brightlighttheatre.co.uk. Here's hoping for a better 2021 when we'll be able to get back on our stage and perform for you as usual. But until then, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.